Hey, I so deep. That's one of my niggas from Namibia.
You know what I mean? So in 2016, I had a radio show called House Heads RSA, which is like under MND Institute. You know, when I was still like studying sound engineering and stuff like that. So now what was going on is that I was in varsity doing a varsity radio show, but I was making like your YFM, Metro FM moves. I was interviewing the likes of Cabo Mo. I was interviewing the likes of the Godfathers of Deep House when they came out and they were hot. You know what I mean? I was interviewing the likes of City Lights, who was under Ambitious Entertainment. Yeah, the DJ. I interviewed Saudi, you know, who was still under Ambitious. I interviewed A Reece a week before his first album dropped.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Chillz With Treazy podcast with me, your host Trisha Alexandra, and brought to you by Pictunaries and MNH House Plans. Today in the studio, I've got the most energetic guys, Chievosky. How are you doing?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm good. I'm good.
Easy.
You look colorful.
Yeah, very. Very.
Yeah.
I like being colorful.
Yeah.
So that people can see me.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Okay. My first question, your name is Chievosky Mpati. Is Chievosky your real name or just a stage name?
My real name is Mpo Chievosky Mpati. Those are the names on my ID. Chievosky is actually my middle name. It's a Russian name.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So what does it mean?
It means chief.
Chief.
Yeah, I think my dad was a hippie before he became a businessman.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Alright. That's some dope stuff though. Alright. So like your energy when you're performing. Like I saw this other video of yours performing.
Yeah.
Like that energy. Where do you get that energy? Because that's something epic.
Yeah, no, a lot of people aren't used to it. A lot of
Yeah.
people say I take drugs.
Yeah.
A lot of people think like I drink a lot of energy drinks like before I go on stage.
Yeah.
For me, I feed it off the music. You know, I feed off the music and I feed off the crowd. When I look at the crowd, I remember I once did an interview. I think it was like one of the first few interviews I did for a newspaper.
Yeah.
They asked me like, where do you get your energy from? And my answer is always the same. When I see the crowd, I just see a lot of popping Red Bulls that I feed energy from.
Were you born having the energy, or it just came through while you were already established?
On the pod, yeah.
I think it's gonna be difficult to answer that because it's not like I was from the moment I was born I started DJing, or from when I was very young.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean I started DJing around like 2011, but as a hobby. You know, only a few years later that I began taking it professionally.
Yeah.
So I think with that, I think I've always had the energy because I remember in 2013 when I was doing my matric year. In 2013, I was attending a high school called the Hoërskool Langenhoven, and I won this beauty contest thing called Mr. and Miss Langi, right? So I won Mr. Langi. So after I won, like I couldn't see, because you see it's just like now during the interview there's like so many lights, you can't necessarily see at the back, you know. So after I got off the stage, like after the whole thing was done, my teachers were like, yo, the way your mom was running like up and down after they announced your name, you
Yeah.
know. So I think I get it from her. So I think it has always been there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So like your unique DJ style, like because like the energy thing, like when did you like think that you can do it kind of energy more than other DJs because it's unique? Like,
Yeah.
did you plan it something?
It's very
let's say,
different
like,
from
maybe-
other DJs.
Or when you started DJing, did you have like the same energy? Like, did you use the same actions and everything?
Not necessarily the same actions, but the energy was always there.
Yeah.
You know. So a lot of people, what they tend to do. Sorry, I just want to put my foot upside down. A lot of DJs, what they tend to do is that the moment they become some sort of like not necessarily big, but in the limelight of a lot of people, like fans and whatnot, they tend to delete like their old videos and whatnot. They just wanna like make their only their recent stuff be nice, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that people can see only the clean stuff. You know what I mean? So with me, if you check out like my old videos from like either YouTube or from Facebook or from my different Instagram accounts, my videos from way back
Yeah.
are still there. You know, so the energy has always been there, but the actions, it wasn't always there because of the fact that I think it was around 2018. I think I was driving from Northwest, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in the Northwest. And at that time, I had a residency by News Cafe 55 in Centurion. That year, from 2018 until early 2019, so meaning the whole year of 2018, News Cafe R55 in Centurion became the hottest news cafe in the country. Whereby, what happened was that I was playing there like I think it was every Friday or every Saturday. I can't remember clearly, but I think it was a Saturday, right, for 4 hours. So what happened was that I was driving from a gig from like Northwest sides, and then I had to go and perform after Moby Dixon, right? So since I began performing at News Cafe, I had not been put on the lineup with like your mainstream celebrities as yet. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So they put me after Moby Dixon. So when I got there, Moby Dixon is killing, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, what am I gonna do? Cause like, you know, like you know, yeah, cause it's just like now. When they book me and someone has to play after me, the person that plays after me is gonna be like, yo, what am I
What
what am I
after
gonna
this?
do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I felt when they booked Moby Dixon.
Yeah.
I got there. He also has like some sort of like energy, you know.
Mhm.
He was performing. Yeah, you know what I mean. So after I performed after him, that's where my hand moves started coming out, you know.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, there's this other friend of mine, I just forgot his name. He calls them current resistance.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
No fish.
Dope ish.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So after I got on the decks,
Yeah.
after Moby Dixon, I was so nervous, you know, that just came out as I was performing, you know what I mean? So it just infused with the energy that I already had, you know? So that just came out, and it's something that from there on, I just ran with it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
man.
like self-discovery of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's self-discovery.
Yeah,
because
man.
It came like you were not even aware. You didn't plan it.
Yeah.
It
Exactly.
just
What
came.
to plan.
How did you feel when you got off stage?
When I got off stage, I murdered him. I could even call him now. You'll tell you. He knows.
I show you respect.
Yeah.
I felt great, man, you know. But I think it was always coming because even like I have a lot of videos from that year, you know, when I was playing at News Cafe,
Yeah.
you know, whereby I was doing something different, you know, with my energy. I think it was more of a thing that I just couldn't control my energy and I didn't know where to put it
Yeah.
until whereby I think God just showed me that just put it on your hands,
Yeah.
you know, or put it on your body, like do it like this. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like my name, Mpo.
Yeah.
Stuff.
That's the thing. No?
Yeah.
It's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the level.
Yeah. I'm a level.
Yeah.
Trisha.
Yeah. So like when you were growing up,
Mhm.
have you always wanted to be a DJ, or was it something just came up? So,
Nah, I don't think I necessarily wanted to. I think it was the calling was always there, you know, with like this other uncle of mine,
yeah.
from my mom's side. He was like a DJ at that time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he wasn't like your big DJs. It was more like he had like sound. You know, like when your uncle has like a lot of sound.
Yeah.
It's like a whole new thing. Like,
Yeah, you know. But it started for him. I think it started becoming a business whereby like when people have events, they always ask him for his
Yeah,
sound.
sound and stuff.
That time we DJing with a laptop or computer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think the coding was always there, but it was only in 2011 when a friend of mine, my mentor at that time, Clinton Sutole,
Yeah.
one of my best friends, actually taught me the hobby of being a DJ. You know.
Okay.
So from like I think it was around 2010, 2011, yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Like he taught me how to DJ using a laptop, you know, with a software called Visual DJ.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was a hobby, you know, like we'd get to play every day after school, every weekend, you know. And then I think it was in late 2011 I started becoming head of like the sound engineering of the school, you know. So I could now necessarily just take out sound and put it in the hall and just play music for myself after school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to practice. So I think it started there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, were there besides DJing?
Mm-hmm.
Did you play other sports before? Maybe like other activities besides?
Yeah.
I think I used to play soccer at some point, but like as kids, you know, what guys,
Yeah.
you know, no. But school, nah, bro. I'd go to school, after school, take my ish, I'm going home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was never really a sports person to say. But yeah, back in childhood, soccer, in jail, just as kids playing. Yeah, but I've never been a sports person.
So
Yeah.
after like maybe after matric,
Mm-hmm.
did you study about like sound engineering or stuff like that, or just follow straight your passion?
No, I think at that time, you know, now it's a bit better because now there's like DJ schools and whatnot, you know, like proper DJ schools.
Yeah.
Whereas as opposed to before, because I mean I matriculated in 2013,
Yeah.
so back in that time it was that thing whereby if you want to be a DJ you need to go and study sound engineering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I went and I studied sound engineering, you know. But then when I got there, I think they hadn't broken down the course to me to say that you're gonna be doing sound engineering, you're gonna be doing music production, you're gonna be doing music theory. So now I was doing all the other things that I was like, what is this? Which one is this one? You,
Like another
Yeah.
department.
You-
You don't even understand.
you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, man, I think I'm gonna be out. Cause now I wasn't like necessarily surviving, you know,
Yeah.
because it was just so many things that I wasn't expecting. I just wanted to do live sound,
Yeah.
you know, and that was just a sub course, you know, yeah.
Okay.
It's been a change.
Yeah, a long one.
Long one.
Hence, I told David, I was like, you guys better do your research. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like apart from you being a DJ or being a sound engineer at school or before you thought of being a DJ, like was there any career that you wanted to go for?
Oh yeah. Before I answer that, I just forgot to answer something.
Yeah.
To say something actually. So yeah, I started sound engineering. With like your music production, music theory, and then I think only later on, I think it was around 2017, when I actually got to now. That's when like the DJ schools were starting. So Pioneer started a DJ school, so I went to the Pioneer DJ school and excuse me, I graduated on top of my class with everything from the music production to the DJing.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was doing the DJing practicals, it was at a point whereby I think the course fully was like I think 6 months. I think like 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
After the first month, they didn't know what to teach me within the practical of DJing, because I was learning everything so quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was within you.
Yeah, because the thing is, you need to understand, for me it was a passion, you know,
Yeah.
and there weren't necessarily schools for that, you know. So when I got there, I just ended up excelling at everything to a point that they just didn't know what to teach me anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was way ahead.
Yo, this is dope.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
passion.
Yeah, it's passion.
You see,
Driven
with
by
passion,
passion.
I understand.
And
Yeah.
it's doing what you love.
Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
Yeah.
Because if you do it,
Now it's the question you're asking me.
Yeah.
Man, I think it was a mere thing. You know when like people ask you in high school, like, what do you wanna become? Like if your
Yeah.
parents ask you, what do you wanna do and whatnot. I was just like mechanical engineering for the sake of like my dad did mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I ended up taking like subjects I didn't even like your physics, your ECD, and tonto.
no, that's hard.
Bro, it was hectic.
Yes.
It was,
It's been hard.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I just said I wanted to do mechanical engineering for the fact that my dad did it.
Did it. Yeah.
But initially I just wanted to, I think within 2011, when this thing started out as a hobby, I just didn't see myself doing anything else that doesn't involve music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you see that video that you were trending.
Yeah. Even on Twitter, bro.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the one that
energy for 2020.
it did
Yeah.
it did 1 million views
Yeah.
in 11 days within different uploads. Because you need to understand that when we're working with numbers, you don't just look at the numbers from your upload. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I uploaded that video on my TikTok. Let me check. Currently, right now, I think it's sitting on 560 something thousand views, right? But then within 11 days, from the different people that downloaded that video from TikTok and posted it everywhere else, like your Instagram, your Twitter, your
Yeah.
Facebook,
South African life.
your Snapchat.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that did like 350,000 views in one day.
Damn.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Numbers.
You know what I mean?
How did you feel about it?
Ah, man, I was glad. Right now, my original upload on TikTok it's sitting on 572,900 views.
Wow.
So I think it's gonna be my first upload that's gonna actually go to 1 million.
Yeah.
I felt great, but at the same time, it was like this isn't the first time this thing was happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, I think this is like probably my third or fourth time trending
Mm-hmm.
on social media throughout different years.
Platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, different platforms. I think the first one was on Facebook when I was still playing at News Cafe 2018.
Yeah.
You know, and there was another one. The second one was I think one where I fainted actually, where I passed out while performing. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened? What was
Ah man, you know, the video was still there on YouTube
Yeah.
Yeah.
and on my social media accounts. What happened was that there was a lot of energy because, like I said, I feed off my energy from the crowd. I just see popping Red Bulls, stuff.
Yeah.
The energy was too much. We're performing at where I'm currently still the resident DJ at 442 in Pretoria. The energy was so much, you know, because I remember the people that were around me. When we left, the following morning they told me, they were like, the girls that we were with, they were like, did you feel a certain energy that was passing through us while you were performing, just before you passed out? And I was like, I told the guys, but the guys thought I was drunk or something,
Yeah.
you know, while I was still drinking, you know. So I was like, I felt that. So I think it was just like too much energy, you know. And then people were saying that because what I do with my head, that is because of that, you know. But maybe it was that. Maybe it was that. But I could literally feel some sort of energy passing through me, you know. I passed out the moment my one of my best friends, Habiso Dash, the moment he touched my hand, because I passed out and it was like, for people that were around, they were shocked, but the other people couldn't necessarily see because they were too
were
busy
like,
vibing, you know.
yeah.
So there's a video where the video cuts when they show me passed out,
Yeah.
and there's a second part that I uploaded on YouTube whereby I just woke up. You know what I mean? The moment my best friend touched me, Tabiso there, she's like, "Dog, are you fine?" I just woke up and everything was back to normal. I performed, I killed even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
this guy, Joe?
There's no time.
Yeah.
There's no time.
There's
no time.
Yeah. Too much energy.
There's no time. So that was the second video that was trending, and I think this one is the third one.
Yeah.
But thing is, with me, there isn't any way that I can trend without even knowing, because I have so many real fans. Not your social media fans, as in like your numbers and whatnot. I'm talking about real life. There are people,
Loyal people who follow you where you go.
not necessarily where I go, but it's more of that thing that there are people that I can tell you now who appear on TV every single day. If they were to come to Majaganeng,
Yeah.
people wouldn't really care, you know, or people wouldn't even necessarily know them like that. You know what I mean? They only know them from just TV,
Yeah.
because TV feeds you these things. You know what I mean? But with me, it's not. It's more of a thing that even kids know me. You know.
Yeah.
Today I got a DM from some kid from Limpopo. He told me that it's his mom's birthday, and he wants me to go and surprise her, and because she's such a big fan of me, you know. So we spoke. Then I went because the mom is here and was in Pretoria.
Yeah.
So I went to her. She's like 10 minutes away from my place. They had a party for her. So when I got there, I even uploaded the video like before I came here.
Yeah.
You know, on all my, she was so happy.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about when I say real fans, not necessarily numbers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's
Yeah.
generic.
True. Okay, so tell us about your masks. Like,
Mhm.
like the story behind them. Like, what's the story behind your mask? The mask you wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The story behind my mask is that there was a point we were chilling in varsity with a couple of friends of mine, you know?
Yeah.
We're chilling in a friend's room. So my friend had this Jason mask. The original one is like you can find it if you find like if you look deep enough on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original one that I had, my friend had it on his wall, right?
Okay.
And then there's another friend of mine called Snacks. He was like, dude, since all we spoke about me managing you and whatnot, what do you think about that mask? You know?
Yeah.
He's like, you could wear this mask for different events, not necessarily all of them, but for exclusive ones. So we're gonna have a set, because I was already DJing at that time.
Yeah.
He was like, we'll have like you DJing normally, a set fee, then a set fee for this mask, right?
Yeah.
So he did that, then the mask got stolen
Flip.
at some res party thing I was booked at.
Yeah.
I think that's when like I was starting to boom.
Yeah.
So
You know?
you were
University.
getting booked when you were in varsity.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
I was
Yeah.
doing gigs from high school, bro.
Oh, that's dope.
From high school, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started
Really
doing
genius.
gigs from high school,
Yeah.
you know, from like 2011. That's when I started doing like, that's when I started getting money.
Yeah.
You were gigging even you were in house. Didn't that affect you? Like some
Academical, yeah.
I think academically, no, because I wasn't necessarily doing like a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
You know, it was more of like, I was doing like your matric dances, your private parties. I remember there's this event they used to book me at in Mpumalanga, whereby it's a resort. So they were trying to avoid the whole thing of different cars playing different music. So
Yeah.
rather, there's no music, there's only music from one person, right? So they
Yeah.
book a DJ and I'd go there and play. But I think it started becoming tricky because at that time, my family hasn't been supporting me as they should be as a child's dream, because for them it was like, this thing is a waste of time, like music and whatnot. Because music now is associated with like drugs,
Drugs,
alcohol,
yeah.
you know, smoking.
Motile,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then now, when I started gigging while still in high school for money, obviously, you know, the person will be like, hey, the
Yeah.
chin chin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then there was a point where my granddad came to Pretoria, right?
Yeah.
Because he stays in Free State. And he was looking for me, and I was at a gig. And then my mama was calling me on some like, when you get home, you better tell this guy that you were out there studying with some friend, what. You know what I mean? So because of that, I now started getting used to lying to my family a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now they taught me that from then without even realizing that they teach me to lie and always have secrets to myself, you know. Because for the longest time now, I was doing gigs and I've been doing some certain gigs without necessarily saying where I'm going.
Yeah.
You got what I mean?
Yeah.
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 So what the mask? Did you find the mask?
Yeah.
Ah, man, I never found the mask. The mask, you know what? Once they steal your mask, it's gone, bro.
Gone.
I think the mask, they stole it, and I found that I can actually buy new ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, exactly. So now the one that I was using was white, and then I along the way I met a lot of people who do art, and they just
Yeah.
wanted to paint my mask. So that's why, like, I have different ones. I have one made by I forgot this company, but it's like these are kids that were hosting events.
Yeah.
They took my white mask, they painted it, and then I have one done by Access Hubley. It's a company that sponsors me with Hubley,
Okay.
and I have one that I designed myself, whereby I wrote 13 on the mask.
Yeah.
It's the one I was using a lot last year. One of the promoters in Flexdop took the mask.
About 30.
Yeah. There's something about a 13 thing.
What is like what's that? I guess because many DJs use this 30.
13, yeah.
King anymore 30.
It was the first time I found that out when I got here. That like,
This DJ 30.
yes, the DJ 13, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But for me, you need to understand that my mask comes from the movie Jason, Friday the 13th. So when they, yes,
Wow.
when I get there, I kill people on the crowd,
Yeah.
on the stage rather, you know.
Hey man.
So you need to understand that Jason, Freddy, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So one day I just woke up and I told my manager at that time, I was like, I want to now call myself Chievosky the 13th.
Wow. Shit.
The story's flipping nice.
Hey bruh.
Gav.
Jeez.
I was
Wow.
killing them.
Yeah. Killing them people.
Hey man.
So yeah, I have a lot of different masks now that I wear.
Yeah.
I design a lot of masks. The shoe mechanic, the guy that does my shoes, does like a lot of my masks as well. So they're very exclusive. Sometimes I can get booked and then they'll be asking like, yo, can you have like a certain mask, you know,
Yeah.
for our gig? And I was like, sure.
Because I thought maybe it's a DJ thing.
Yeah.
Because many DJs at first like the name deep
Deep,
something.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, because at that time like deep house was mainstream.
Oh,
Yeah.
they got it from Deep House. Ne?
Yeah, deep house was mainstream. From what I think. Yeah.
That's a funk. You see, like funky.
Yeah, funky something. Yeah.
You were this thing. I mean, you were
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah. So like how do you handle pressure? Like pressure isn't pressure, and then let's say you booked in Rustenburg and then you booked again Joburg and then you booked somewhere maybe in Yamajagani. So like how do you handle the pressure? Because it's a lot of pressure and you have to play that side, you have to play here and you have to play there.
I don't have any pressure.
Yeah.
I go to all my gigs. You know?
Yeah.
I go to all my gigs. There isn't any pressure that I get because for me it's like people are waiting far for me to see me perform for like an hour or whatever, you know what I mean? So I don't get any pressure really from having different types of gigs in different cities. I remember there was a point I had like 4 gigs in 4 different cities. I had two in Pretoria. No, it was three cities. I had 2 in Pretoria, 1 in Joburg, and 1 in Rustenburg.
Yeah.
So I had to drive from Pretoria. I did the first one in Pretoria, drove to Rustenburg. From Rustenburg, I drove to East Rand. From East Rand, I drove back to Pretoria. In one night. Yo, but I was exhausted because I mean, I keep the energy constant. You know what I mean? Yo, so sorry about that, mate. I keep the energy consistent. You know, because a lot of people now when I was trending, I think I'm the only person that I've seen trending responding to all comments from all different aspects of social media.
Because like a lot of people who pop,
Yes, because now Instagram even blocked me at some point when I was trending because now they put me on this other page called Everything. I think it's Everything SA Music.
Oh yeah, it's a podcast.
Yeah, the ISM.
Yeah, so they had so many comments, and then I was replying to everybody. So I think they blocked me because of the fact that isn't my page. You know, so I think Instagram they seemed as if like I'm a spam or something like that. Yeah. A spam. Yeah. So I responded everybody. You know, I think within all in all I replied I think over 4,000 comments.
Whoa, bro, when did you get that time?
So
I make time. I'm a DJ. That's my job.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying?
when they replied, did you reply again back? Or
Yes, I replied. No, I replied to everybody, even people who just put emojis.
So like, don't you like attach yourself with the feelings when some of them comment like?
Ah, man, you know, artists have been saying this. Everyone is human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we also, as artists, have a right to be emotional, and sometimes you will respond the way you want to respond. And also you need to understand that I saw some interview a day or 2 ago. I can't remember whose interview I was watching, and they said that. Oh, I was watching some other chick, man, some other mainstream chick. I forgot what her name is. She said that you need to understand that everyone is going through a lot, no matter how much you show up and you seem happy.
Yeah.
You never know what a person's going through. So at times people comment from whatever situation they're in, and that you shouldn't. Yeah.
Project it to you.
Yes, you know what I mean. So it's just projection. So, but then at times you still get touched. You know what I mean. But if you look at all the like, if one person had time to actually look at all the comments from when I was trending from the different social media platforms, even with bad comments, I'd reply them on a proper note, without being too emotional, you know, or taking it personal. Yeah.
So you're emotionally intelligent.
In a way.
Yeah.
That is hectic. Yeah. That is hectic,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll take that.
So like, since like most people are only famous, stop engaging that cause
Hey, get some hours ago, I saw you came from day, bro. They were all over here, bro.
They went all over me.
And I was jealous because one of my crush was there.
Like Dim Daddy.
That is hectic. That is hectic.
Ah, man, Chievosky's taking my crush now.
That is hectic. That is hectic. Now, girls do come, you know, as we like to call them. I think it's disrespect, but we still say it either way. Stalker, you know. They do come
Yeah.
a lot, but I think there was a point I was in a serious relationship for like 2 years. Yeah, but it ended up being toxic. But apart from that, I think it ended up being toxic because of of that, because of girls throwing themselves at you, and then now your partner always thinking that you entertaining them when you're not entertaining them. I remember at some point when I started my relationship, this 2 year one I'm telling you about, I dated this girl I think like 3 months, and then I met some girl for like a week or two, and then she was like, "Please dump your girlfriend for me," and I was like, "I don't even know you like that." Which one is this one? I was like, I don't even know you like that. You know what I mean? Girls who've been wanting to leave their boyfriends for me. Yeah, it gets hectic, but I think it comes with like being in the limelight.
Yeah.
So like now, are you seeing someone?
Nah, right now I'm single. A lot of people don't believe me when I say that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Single by choice, eh?
No, yeah.
No,
Are you single?
not by choice.
He doesn't have a choice.
Not by choice.
He doesn't have a choice. Bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
not. No, man.
You get a girlfriend and actually like they think that you are cheating.
Yeah.
Because many girls are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think within right now, had I not left my relationship with my ex, I think I'd probably be married with her by now.
Yeah.
So you're a marriage type of guy.
Not necessarily, but I mean, when it feels right, it just feels right.
Yeah.
That's how I was feeling. I was feeling like the way this thing is going, I don't see any reason for me to dodge and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But because of such things, like I was telling you, a partner will always think, because of also like what will happen is that I'd be in a club with my partner, and then say a girl is just passing by and just giving me vibes with eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then my girl will be like, "Oh, so this is what you do when I'm not at your gig."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "But I didn't do anything. I'm just sitting here with you." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
yeah. So I'm not single by choice.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to be single.
Yeah,
There are people that I want to have a relationship with, but
Yeah.
yeah,
you
hey,
get that,
situations, man, situations. But yeah, currently I'm single,
yeah.
not looking.
Alright.
So do you have like celebrities that you know already? Because you are on that lane now.
Is that Raps dog? Or is
Yeah.
that? Taga. What up, baby? What's up? Nah, it's cool. Let's carry on. We're gonna have a lot of time together.
Yeah.
You were saying?
I was saying that you are on the lane with celebrities already. So don't you know, like already know a lot of them on the?
No, I do. One of the reasons I said that when I was so adamant, I'm saying like you should do your research,
Yeah.
is because there's a lot of things I've done that people aren't even aware of. Like apart from me being a DJ, you know what I mean. So in 2016, I had a radio show called Househeads RSA, which was like under MND Institute. When I was still like studying sound engineering and stuff like that. So now what was going on is that I was in varsity doing a varsity radio show, but I was making like your YFM, Metro FM moves. I was interviewing the likes of Kabomo. I was interviewing the likes of the Godfathers of Deep House when they came out and they were hot. You know what I mean? I was interviewing the likes of City Lights, who was under Ambitious Entertainment.
The DJ, ne?
Yeah, the DJ. I interviewed Saudi, who was still under Ambitious. I interviewed A Reece a week before his first album
How did you
dropped.
get Reece?
Ah, my guy. No, now he's tough. Yeah, now, hey.
Yeah. Now.
And now is the situation.
Oh, but that time it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was before, like I was saying, it was before his first album.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It was like a week before.
You got him A.
Yeah, got him ready.
Yeah.
So I think I'm one of the few people that are lucky enough to have had an interview with Aries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ah, it was amazing. It was amazing. I think I was supposed to interview Miss Prue.
Yeah.
Then they replaced her. Because I was initially gonna interview all the artists from Ambitious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then because of I don't know whatever was going on, they replaced Miss Pro with Aries, and I think it was because it was a week before his album dropped.
Alright.
So I interviewed him. It was dope, man. Cause I mean we both, I stay Pretoria West. He's from Pretoria West.
Oh,
You know. Yeah.
Okay, so like the kind of music you play around the club, like do you choose the music or you just go for like something that's vibing with people?
I think with me, how I come to choose my music that I play,
Yeah.
it's based on what people like a lot,
Yeah.
because mainly I'm like a mainstream DJ whereby you put me at the mainstream time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So also, but it just depends on the time that you get booked for. So I mean, if they put in me, and I think this thing is with me respecting the art of being a DJ. I understand
Yeah.
it fully, you know, as opposed to now, I'm giving David a chance. David gets there at 6, he plays all the hits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So if I'm being put to play at 6, I
Yeah.
play music for 6 o'clock.
Time,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it goes with different time slots. I think that's why a lot of clubs now, they're getting it wrong. They're just putting a lot of random people on different time slots,
Yeah.
whereby now it's just a juggle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There isn't like necessarily a proper build up. But if you put
Yeah.
me at 10, I rock whatever is hot. Put me at 12, I rock like the radio, the
Yeah.
TV stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're gonna put me like early, that's when I actually can get a chance to play the music that I actually listen to when I'm in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Type of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, like, do you like go with the vibe also with the actions with them?
What do you mean?
Play
Sorry?
Like the actions when you play the music. Like,
Oh yes.
you know, every
It
music
does.
has its action.
Yes, not necessarily, but it just depends. At times it's just a song can have like a hot climax type of
Yeah.
thing, but then my moves could not go with it. But I just go with it because it has a climax type of thing. You know what I mean? It just goes also to like how I'm feeling about the song, how I'm feeling about the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily like structured as to like with like a song and whatnot. It's just more about like how am I feeling. You know?
Yeah.
So when did the design come in now? Because I know you design sneakers and I know you designed that cap, right?
Multi-talented.
Or is
I
it-
didn't do it. This is the shoe mechanic.
Oh.
There's a guy called. Let me cover you my shoe. My shoe game is too much.
Colorful, bro.
Can you put it on the table so that it can appear on the camera? Like this
Yeah.
side, not like
Which
this side.
side?
Yeah.
Let me
That's
show
like
you.
cover that side. Cover that side.
This is some dope stuff, bro. Whoa.
Oh, that's beautiful, bro.
Very
That's
beautiful.
very-
Yeah.
My God, but nah, that's
Yeah.
that's very dope.
It's a guy called. Sorry, it's a guy called the shoe mechanic.
Oh,
It's the best paint in the country.
Yeah.
I think in the world for me,
wow.
because he does splattered paint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is like new experimental stuff that he's doing now.
Okay.
So I think he was just designing shoes. So now I just told him that I think we need to like just do everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Collaborated with them or something.
With him, it's a him. Yeah, with me, it's more of like he paints stuff for me. I market them. I get him, I get him clients and whatnot. You know,
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Okay.
Just get the word out there.
Yeah.
Like an ambassador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm the brand ambassador. Yeah, it's more of like an endorsement, like
Yeah.
Monate drops.
Yeah.
What up?
You know, the shoe mechanic.
Wow.
A clothing label called Unthinkable. A clothing label called Pushy Smokolo.
Yeah.
An app called WYV. What's your vibe? Access Hubly. You know what I mean? Bro, we pushing. But the thing
yeah.
is that people aren't aware. A lot of people aren't aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure. So
Yeah.
you just work low key.
Yeah. Yeah.
Work low key, high key, medium key.
No, I think just keep on working and then
Yeah.
they will know, like, as time goes on,
Yeah.
obviously, eventually.
No, definitely.
So like apart from being a DJ and then being a mechanical engineer, sound engineer, right?
Yeah, sound
so
engineer.
like, are you doing something else on the ground?
There's this thing called music business consulting. The person that taught me music business consulting is Todi Mac from Morafe.
Okay.
So Morafe is a group with Bokuli Chana,
Yeah.
Cageism,
Yeah.
you know, Todi. So Todi Mac taught me a music business consulting. I think I just took it to like an extra level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereby I kind of broke it down. He broke it down to me, and then I took it and made it my own.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So now I consult within everything, from a person wanting to be an artist, a person wanting to be a DJ, anything to do with entertainment,
Yeah.
to hosting events. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember there was a point I was launching a private party called Poland, right? And at the same time, the same day, I was hosting an event in Joburg. But I was at Poland, Yukav. So now everything I just do everything is just a phone call away.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that thing whereby that, yes, when you host an event, you need to be there. But if you have like people on the ground that are doing the groundwork,
Yeah.
yes, then you can just do things a phone call away, you know. So mainly people that host events usually would book me for hiring artists on their behalf, type of thing. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they're difficult to get a hold of, like people like your A Reece,
Yeah.
you know.
That one.
Yeah, no, it's too much. That one.
That one
Hey,
is too much.
it's too much.
And you know him personally, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like,
No, I wouldn't say necessarily personally. No,
yeah.
I know him, yes, but not personally.
No.
Nah, not personally.
Like maybe when you work on something, just work on maybe like that interview.
Yeah, it's just work. I don't necessarily. It's not like my friend type of thing. A person
Yeah.
I can hit up. No, I just know him from like a business aspect. I book you, I pay you. We nice. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe you should feature him, yeah. Like, I can know we are combining, you
Yeah.
know, the DJing to hip hop. We are combining.
His team, man. Hey.
Oh, he's gotta like.
You know, people complain about him. It's not him.
Yeah.
So
It's,
The team. Yeah, from what I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So you said earlier on your family wasn't very supportive towards your passion.
Yeah.
Like how did that make you feel when they weren't supportive towards your passion and everything?
Sad, angry, anxiety.
damn.
I had a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
Really angry. You know, because there's a white guy who offered to sign me when I think I was in grade 11,
Yeah.
and my mom said no. And I think I've always kind of necessarily blamed my family for that, because I'm thinking, had I been signed, then I mean, he wanted to sign me to do like corporate events.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I was doing corporate events from like 2011 until now, saving up all that money, I mean, how much would I have now? What would I have now? How far would I be in my career? Would I have been known way before? It was gonna take such. I think it was gonna take such a short of amount of time for me to be where I am now,
Yeah.
as opposed to you now having to juggle with them not wanting you to be a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you're doing other things, and it prolongs the process.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
You know what I mean?
It
Do
does.
you think like the schools don't accommodate talents?
How do you mean?
Like for example, they said that you should stay at school instead of pursuing the DJing when you're about to be signed. And like, do you think like if the school accommodated your talent, were you not gonna be signed?
I think I would have been. I mean, that's why now it's better. I mean, with these schools, they have like so many things.
Yeah.
Doing music, they doing what in high
Drama
school.
and everything.
Yeah, in high school, you know, like
If
you.
it was now Nolua, maybe the school of music.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. Had I found my passion way earlier, but you need to understand that I was in grade 11.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't necessarily now say, in matric, I'm gonna go to a music school. You tell what I mean? But now I think they do accommodate, because I think they seen that no matter what, these kids are gonna follow their passion either
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And passion always wins.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know why like school system is against passion, because I think a lot of time.
Because even most like if you go and check the schools that accommodate the talents, they're not even in your person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're outside.
Crazy,
people.
bruh. It's
Yeah.
like the government isn't
Yeah.
nowhere, bro.
Oh, in here they don't do that.
They
Nah.
No.
That is
don't
hectic.
do that traditional education system.
Yeah.
I get you. But I mean, I think within that, from my thoughts, is that the government itself needs to have, like, I don't know what do you call them, like sort of like recreational facilities whereby it accommodates such things.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to this other OG, like a hot man, and he was telling me that back then, like before, like during apartheid,
Yeah.
they would have so many recreational facilities to a point that the kids would always have something to do. So a kid would go and play basketball. That's why you could hear like our grandparents, they'll tell you like, I used to play basketball. You're like, how? In apartheid, how? Wait,
Yeah,
what is this guy
imagine
saying?
basketball. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because they had so many recreational facilities for them to explore and do things. You know what I mean? So even now, I think still within the educational system, there are certain schools who still stick to like
Yeah.
there's theory, just school, EMS,
Yeah,
natural
everything,
science.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But then there are other schools that unfortunately not all of us can afford.
Yeah.
You know, those type of
Exactly,
schools. Yeah, whereby now you're able to do like your dramas and whatnot. And
Yeah.
don't. because they're just expensive.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, for me. So like, how did you deal with the anxiety and being angry and stuff like that?
I think I never did, honestly,
Yeah.
because it's so frustrating that you could have been all of this way before.
Yeah.
Like, why did I have to wait this long?
Yeah.
Why are my peers so ahead, you know, within like the entertainment space that started out young, or even the ones that started at my time, you know what I mean? So I think it's always a frustration, but now I'm kind of teaching myself to just like take everything in, and I always tell myself that I'm gonna get there either way.
Yeah.
You know, because Domane, last number, Mfana Gachego, Mfana Pitori,
Yeah.
the mask DJ, you know what I mean? The most
Yeah.
energetic DJ in the world, no cap,
No cap.
you know what I mean? Yeah,
No cap, man.
Wow.
one time,
Yeah.
one time.
That's
One
nice.
time, bro.
So
one
like
time.
them looking at you now, like how do they feel?
Ah man, you know, for them I think it'll always be like an up and down thing, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're happy, sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
Cause
Like to them, you are like a child at home, you're like any child.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's always up and down, but initially either way, I know they still want
Yeah.
me to do the 9 to 5 job thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause initially that's what they want. Cause for them, I think when you do that, that's okay. For them, they're happy. You know what I mean? That you have a steady income. I think the thing that stresses them as a steady income.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes you have gigs, you making
Sometimes
dough,
you don't.
sometimes
Yeah.
you're not. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But,
They-
but don't you think like all the pains, they play a part now in your art?
All the what?
All the pains and every disappointment.
Yeah, I think they do. Cause I mean, I think for me, it pushed me harder to be the best. There's a video I used to do and I stopped because it was taking a lot of people off in the
Yeah.
in the industry, whereby I'd be like if they asked me to do like a promo video, I'd be like, yo, this is the boy that needs no introduction. I'd be like,
Yeah.
yo, this is Chievosky the 13th, the best DJ in the country, no cap. Black coffee, you know what I mean? So because I know that I'm the best. I'm one of the best. You know what I mean? I've played for the Godfathers of Deep House. I'm now playing like I'm a piano. I've played like your Afro house. I'm able to play everything. You need to understand that when you're doing, I do weddings, and I'm not talking about like doing just the reception. I'm talking about from the moment before they even say I do. So I'm able to DJ any type of music, your jazz, your gospel, your house, your R&B, your
Yeah.
hip hop. You know what I mean? So I'm able to play anything. Yes, I produce, but I think people don't understand what the term producer means. A lot of people, rather. You know what I mean? They think that a producer, you need to be here.
Yeah.
What I do,
I think so.
Me too.
what happens? A producer is a person who can know and who can tell you what to do, where goes why, where and whatnot. You know what I mean? In terms of like cooperating a song. But even though I can do those things, I feel like those things are time constructing for me.
Yeah.
I would rather just sit here, get her a beat maker, and I tell her what to do. I'm like, put like kick drums. I'm like, okay, now make it broken, like make it like 3/4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I give her the terms that she understands because she knows what to do.
Yeah.
Whereby she does them quickly, as opposed to me now. I need to go look for this drum. Listen to for me, that's like very time consuming. It takes up my time. I would rather just tell someone do this. You know, while I'm still like here trendy, I'm like commenting. Like I put a shaker there. Get the Congo drum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So production, yes. Currently, I have one single that's officially out. It's Chievosky the 13th featuring Asa Deep and Echo Deep. Faga Faga. It's available on all digital platforms. I'm about to release a song with Desi Linega. It's called Nkwari. And there's a song that I'm dropping with. It's myself. It's CT Beat. It's Pac-Man. It's Desi Linega as well on that one. Who's the other guy? It's LP Maribe. Yeah.
Dope
That's
stuff,
dope.
though. Those are dope people, bro.
Yeah.
Are they too much? CT works with the likes of like your Black Coffee, your Pato Ranking,
Yeah.
all the biggest African artists that you can think of, like up there, outside of South Africa.
Yeah.
You're building
Your
yourself.
Una Rams, yeah, man.
I think that's why
You
that's the
got
reason
to.
why it's where he is today.
Yeah.
Is because he's been building himself. Fella, people just see Chievosky and they don't know.
Yeah.
He's
Ah,
been building
They
himself.
don't know.
Yeah,
They don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they will catch him late.
They will
Yeah.
catch him.
They don't know. But I mean, I'm still the same person, you know. I remember there was a time I think I was having an argument or something like that with my mom, and I couldn't go to a gig with my car, right?
Yeah.
And I took a taxi, bro. Like now, recently, I think it was last year, sometime last year, mid-year. I took a taxi, went to North actually books me a lot now I think about it. Yeah, I went to
This side.
I went to Klerksdorp, took a taxi, got to Klerksdorp. When I got there, taxi rank, took a taxi to the accommodation, and then from I had to go to the venue. I hiked, you know,
Yeah.
cause for me it's like as long as I get there, I don't think it should be a problem for me to get there if there are like public transport available. If there's public
Yeah.
transport available, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
people
exactly.
Give you trouble, bruh, because on the taxi people know you. You know, when
No,
you
no. So
go-
a lot of people don't know me because I wear my mask, even though I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a dumb one.
But even though, but I don't try and hide my. That's the one thing I tell people. That I don't
Yeah.
try and hide my face. That's why I have pictures on my social media with my
Yeah.
face on.
It's just
You
a
know what I mean?
different way of
But a lot of people they don't know me
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just
You know what I mean?
Chievosky there.
with the mask.
mask.
You
Yeah.
got, which is a nice thing. I remember there was this guy who wanted to manage me at some point. I was like very very hot then. Still very hot now, but you know, been hot. This guy was like, I should wear my mask all the time, and I was like, no, I'm not trying to be like you,
Yeah.
you know, or these other DJ that wear masks like internationally. I was like, I'm not trying to be that, you know.
Marshmallow dude.
Yeah, I was like, I don't necessarily want it to be a thing that people don't know my. I want people to know my face. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like this thing, the mask thing, is just a thing that I do when I get on stage.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm trying to hide my face. I mean, lambona kipila thata, ke mfana mathe. Lambona. You know what I mean? What You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So like, how has been your journey as an hustler or entrepreneur?
As a hustler, it's been amazing. As an entrepreneur, now that I do events,
Yeah.
it's been amazing, man. I got to meet so many cool people.
Yeah.
I got to place my hand, and like now I'm able to reach events that I never thought I'd reach. You know, like
Yeah.
doing weddings, like fully. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This fan that asked me to go and surprise his mom and wish his mom a 40th
Yeah.
happy birthday. I got a Department of Arts and Culture connection there. You got what I mean?
Yo.
So I'm reaching places where people never thought I'd reach.
Yeah.
People would book me. I remember I once did a gig in Eastern Cape, and a lot of people when they book me, it's more of a thing that because I don't necessarily have those numbers as yet within like across all social media platforms,
Yeah.
it's more of like a lot of people don't know you, so we taking a chance. But I get that kill all the time. Why am I back here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, Ahmed, it's been amazing. As an entrepreneur, I never thought like I'd do like my own event and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's dope. It's been one hell of a ride.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So like, do you have an artist manager or something, or like have a team that you work with?
Nah,
You just-
I'm my own team.
your own team.
I do everything by myself.
All in one.
Wow.
Yeah, all in one.
Well,
Huh?
Do you consider having one?
No, I used to have like a couple of people, but the thing is, I noticed that, you know, at times you need to be fully hands-on, and I keep telling artists that you don't necessarily need to have a manager if you can still do things by yourself.
yeah.
Only when like things are like way too much, then you can be like, okay, someone to do my bookings, someone to do this, someone to do that. So sometimes if I do need people, I just like have external people,
Yeah.
you know, that I just hit up.
Okay.
But right now I'm my own person, and people don't believe that. I do everything on my own, get the gigs on my own,
Yeah.
videos on my own.
Bro,
Yeah,
the A game, bruh.
Yeah.
I call it the narcotics energy.
Wow. That's dope. drug stuff. Yeah. So like, let's say there's a lot of people when you go to gigs, they'll be like, yo, Chievosky, and the girls will be like, yo, Chievosky, this and this. So like, how do you deal with it? Because a lot of people, because there's a lot of people be like, oh, Chievosky's coming, Chievosky's coming.
On
So,
the-
like, what's happening?
On the 31st
Yeah.
of December.
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. Well, technically the first, because I got there a little after midnight.
Yeah.
It was hectic,
It
bro.
was.
Yeah.
He saw.
I saw everything.
It-
It was hectic.
It was hectic.
Yeah.
But you know, I love people.
Yeah.
I love people. So for me, it's like it does get overwhelming, but you need to do it, because without those people, you're nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
You know
saw
what I
him, man.
mean?
He was talking with everyone, like basically talking with everyone.
Yeah,
This guy.
like
So I was like,
interacting.
that guy, man, why is he like that? Because a lot, they act like, who are you, man? Stay there.
Yeah, like, stay
And
there,
then
stay
he was
away
like,
from me,
bruh,
yeah.
I'm here, guys. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm talking with you. I'm
Without those
engaging.
people, you're nothing. That's why I don't understand why
respect.
people don't reply. Like, if like you're big and you're not replying
Yeah.
like your fans.
Yeah.
I'm like, but then why?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I don't have time. Like, those people are the ones that made you to be
Salute.
what you
Yeah.
are now. You know what I mean? So, for me, I'll give any fan of mine. I mean, that's why even this kid now that asked me today, I don't even know him.
Yeah.
I've never even spoken to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, this was happening. And then we ended up talking. I was just like, you know what? I'll do it for the sake of like, man, it seems like this means a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, I'll do it. So why not?
Yeah.
I love my fans, man. Yo.
Yeah.
I love my fans.
So like, as a DJ, we know like basically DJs are people that are all over the place. Like they travel a lot. So like, do you perhaps sometimes get to meet girls and then just have a one night stand with them?
That is so hectic.
You smash.
Yo, bruh.
That is so hectic.
Have you
What
ever
do you count?
been in that situation?
I think 13 is calling me now.
Whoa.
Look, things happen.
Yeah.
You know, things happen. Other people take advantage of the fact that, not to say that you'll never be there again, but the
Yeah.
fact that no one knows me here,
Yeah.
type of thing. You know what I mean? So there are certain things that I would say that I don't do in Pretoria, but then when I'm here, I'll be able to do them because people here only see me when I come for events. You know, there's a reason she's drinking her water. She's smiling. I haven't even said yes or no.
What are you up to?
You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is that
Yeah.
things do happen, and also at times you need to understand. At times you need to understand that is it worth it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause right now, as a person I linked up with in Lesotho, yo, she's a stalker now, bro. Like, and I used to get along with her, you know, like we would talk and chill, even like after I left Lesotho and whatnot. Yeah, but now she's a stalker, bro. You know, like, cause you know the way my grandmother taught me to always be humble, to respect people, you know,
Yeah.
and to like to have like Ubuntu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with me and her, it was like that, you know, like I was very chilled.
Yeah.
I never see myself as a celebrity. People like to call me a celebrity. I don't see myself as
No,
a
yeah.
celebrity. You know what I mean? So, I think to answer your question, things happen, dog.
Yeah.
No, but things do happen. Also, it depends on on your relationship status as well.
Okay, yeah.
You
And
tough.
you're single, so you're free.
I wanna
It's
feel
possible.
anything is possible, but you know, there are like potentials, you know, of me
Yeah.
like relaxing, coming down. But I think most of them they still fear that thing out. You're DJ and whatnot.
Yeah.
And now with like me training, it just got worse. You know, my potentials just started going less.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, what's going on? Let me try this one.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of girls they don't trust DJs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't.
They don't.
Even soccer players. That's the
Yes,
thing.
DJ.
I've been a soccer
Never
player,
trust those
no.
two.
Yeah.
Trust hip hop guys are balenya.
You know, it's
Entertainment
entertainment industry.
industry.
No, entertainment industry is too
Ah
much.
man, things things happen, but
Yeah.
sometimes you ask yourself, "What is it worth it?" Because things happen. You know what I mean? Especially now, person can say you raped them just because you don't want to give them
Yeah.
a certain amount of money in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ah, man, people accuse it. That's why I'm like, excuse me. I'm not even happy now that I have a stalker. I think it's like my first stalker, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Because now she's threatening things like, I'll share our chats, private chats, you know what I mean? People will see it. She took a screenshot of the event I'm going to today.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll have passed when this thing drops. But the event I'm doing today, she took like screenshots of like people commenting. Like I was commenting on people's like, yo, I'm coming to Brits and whatnot. She's like, I'll post these things here and ton. I was like, yeah, this thing is hectic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This thing, so at least now when if you have a partner that you go into the vehicle with, to events with, at least it's better because now you limited to be doing such things with
Yeah.
certain people.
It's like you're protecting yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now I just noticed that at times you just need to have self-control because also you will never know what type of person you meet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So meaning you don't have any kid.
No, I don't have any kid.
So do you have top, bruh?
Do I have what? Do I have what?
Top.
Do I have?
When last did you have top? Because if you're single, then you
You can do anything.
you can do anything. It be like you are free.
I
Yeah.
think. I think it was the first day of this year.
Wow.
I'm also looking at one now.
Yeah, I thought they were the thing. Yeah.
See me.
Yeah.
So, if anyone having anything,
Nah, I don't think
not
so.
now.
Nah, I don't think so. I feel like there's a lot of people in the world, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think if it happens with the right person, sure, I wouldn't mind it. Maybe depending on the situation, how
Yeah.
things are, cause there's so many of us, whereby we say we are, what is this? We are depressed, and we're not depressed. We're broke. Celeste Ntuli said that.
Yeah, that's
you're right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's the important point?
Celeste,
Yeah.
Celeste Ntuli said that we're not depressed. We're just broke. You know what I mean? So I feel that having a kid, you need to have a planned kid.
Yeah.
Respect, bruh. That's
Respect,
all.
bruh.
That's what I
That's
respect
what-
as
bruh,
well.
that's what-
Because at the end of the day, when we talk about kids, we all want our kids to go to good schools, wear good
Yeah.
clothes, drive nice cars and whatnot, live a comfortable life. You know what I mean?
Life,
So I mean,
that we didn't have.
exactly. You know what I mean? So right now, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus I'm single, dog. It's not like I'd be like, my girl is thinking, "Dove." Nah,
Yeah.
nah. Right now, no.
Yeah.
Right now it's just me. Yeah.
Having this kind of mindset in the music industry,
Hey,
bro,
bro,
Yeah.
that's what I teach these guys,
who
man.
are like you. Like,
Hey.
I don't think there
Hey,
are
bro.
few having
It's a
this kind of
few, bro.
mindset, bro.
Mm.
Because I think he's so focused and he knows what
He's doing.
Yeah.
he's keening for as well.
Yeah.
You find
Yeah, man. I
few-
think you need to know what you want.
Yeah.
And I think with like all these years that I've been like in the game and in the industry learning and
Yeah.
you tend to learn a lot and you tend to be wiser. That's why like people like yo Skido, Makhotano Skido will always be
Yeah.
respected, you know what I mean? Cause they have so much knowledge, and they're so wise. Cause like they've been living, they know these things,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And for me, like I said, I never see myself as a celebrity. So whenever I go to a place, even if it's just to chill or I'm with around people that even know me,
Yeah.
I calm myself down,
Yeah.
and I'm the same with everybody.
It goes for
You
it
know
goes
what
for
I
a
mean?
horn.
Yeah.
It goes for a horn, bruh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we have a bottle of water here,
Yeah.
and then your personal says that it's making me smile. So
Yeah.
I noticed. So it's Monati Drop. So tell us about the brand.
Yeah.
Monate Drops is a company. It's a 100% black owned water company,
Right.
owned by Paledi, Tlokwe, and Moleshiwe.
Okay.
These are friends of mine from your high school times.
Yeah.
So they started a water company, and then I was like, you know what, guys, let me hop on this
Yeah.
so that once I blow, this thing also blows. So once it blows, I will
Yeah.
also some way
Yeah.
blow.
So you're
You know what I
investing
mean?
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't invest in their friends' businesses.
Yeah.
Hey.
True. True.
You
Yeah.
got what I mean? They don't. They always ask you for discounts and
Yeah.
And I'm like, but then when you go and buy Bonaqua,
You
you don't ask for a discount.
Yeah.
Why are you asking for a discount from another drops? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's just a matter of like always encouraging our friends to make quality all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause even if I see something wrong, I call them like, what is this? Like, which one is this one? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? To make sure that they always better themselves, cause that way the product will sell better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of people ask me where I get my energy from. It's from Monate Drops. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
okay, like there are a lot of people, young people out there, like
Mhm.
who's like stalking yourself, but not even stalking. But
Yeah.
like
Like
follow-
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're following your steps and everything, and then they're seeing you. They're seeing your energy. Like most of them, they wanna give up on their DJing journey and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So like you, as a hustler, like what would you say to them?
I think what I would say is that have a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you have a plan, never give up.
Yeah.
If you have a plan, you don't have a reason to give up. People give up because they don't have a plan. Our parents don't support us because we don't have a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they ask you what is your plan, you're like, I don't know. I just want to play soccer, or I just want to be a DJ, or I just want to sing. You know what I mean? So right now there isn't really a lot of available free services for young kids who wanna follow their dreams, whereby they don't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're saying you wanna be a DJ, there isn't anyone. I mean, even these DJ schools, I don't even think they teach you like certain
offer-
things.
yeah.
They don't teach you how to go and get gigs and
Yeah.
they don't teach you.
Side of things.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think they do that. Nah. Even I mean, when I went to Pioneer, they didn't teach me any of that.
Yeah.
I was already doing my things.
Comes with mentorship.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it doesn't, honestly. You know, here and there they will connect you to their plugs. There's people they know, but they never really necessarily introduce you like that deep. You know,
Yeah.
because the problem with us is that we always wanna be like it's Domani, and then people need to come through me to book you. You know, which is I don't have a problem with it if it's beneficial for both of us. It's fine. You know.
Yeah.
But then, for example, now I was talking to the guy that always brings me up here to Brits, 13. He was like, he wants people to book me through him. And I was like, no, it's cool. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But then now, what's going to happen if he doesn't get along with David and David wants to book me?
Yeah.
And David doesn't know how to get a hold of me.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So if I limit it to just him, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because also now you need to understand there are chats that are happening that I'm not aware of, whereby probably maybe 13 knows that David has money. I don't know that David has. I don't even know David.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then 13 will be like, no, Chievosky wants 10,000. Whereby I could have been like, I want 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think another person. That's why I'm so reluctant on having a manager.
Yeah.
I haven't necessarily found a person who's like exactly on the same mindset that I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people are asking me about the gigs I'm doing here in Brits. I was like, man, it's super chill, you know, but
Yeah.
it's super dope.
Yeah.
You know, I went to this event. I got there around past 12. The last time I went to P, I saw the sun up. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Which one is this one?
You know what I mean? Because I was having so much fun, you know? So it's more of a thing that, like, people don't do their research, bro.
Yeah.
People become hot now. David calls me like, Chievosky, wanna book and whatnot. They just put a price tag
Yeah.
without even considering the type of relationship that we're gonna build
Yeah.
to go further. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of mainstream guys are doing that. I've been hearing that like a lot of mainstream guys now they missing gigs, right? Whereby it's like David booked me. It's like I'm not even going to David. I'll just give him his money back. But it's not even. It's not even about the money.
Yeah.
It's about the respect. It's about the way David ran throughout the whole week or the whole 2 weeks or 3 weeks or however long it took him to prepare for this event, to do the marketing. You know what I mean? He put his soul and energy into all of this, and then it's like I don't give a damn.
Yo.
Yeah.
Here's your money.
Also look at the technical part of things,
things,
not
yeah.
just like, you know. So I respect that as well, bro. Like, yo,
Yeah, man, because there's a lot that people do. That's why, like, if you look at all the events that I'm doing now with 13 here at Brits,
Yeah.
I push them like it's my own event,
Yeah.
knowing that should it be a success, it's a success for both of us.
Yeah.
True.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Oh,
Okay. So tell us about your nickname,
What nickname?
the one you have on Facebook.
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
The one for, is it macaca or something? Like
What?
that?
Oh.
Yeah.
In high school, I used to
Yeah.
call myself DJ Makaka.
Oh, wow.
I think my uncle still calls me that even.
Like he always has this way. He doesn't copy anyone.
Yeah.
That's why he becomes who he is.
Yeah.
In his way. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
This guy, yeah.
Yeah, I used to call myself, because the thing is,
Awesome.
man, the things I was doing in high school, bro, with like visual DJ, yo, it was crazy, man.
Yeah.
It was things that, even though, cause I mean, as kids, we'd go to like some certain events type of
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? I've never heard those things before. I've never heard them. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I'm SHIT in this thing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call myself DJ Makaka.
Yeah.
My uncle still calls me that even. One of my uncles, yeah.
Wow.
Cause I was just messing things up, man. You know,
Yeah.
like I was doing things that like it was mind blowing for these kids. You know, I was still a kid as well,
Yeah.
but it was mind blowing for them. It felt like the school hired someone to come
Yeah.
and perform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like someone hard is there.
Yeah, the
I was-
ages.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. That,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
There's a video of mine from 2018 that even today I'm still trying to find a way to upload it so that everybody can watch it, right?
Yeah.
But YouTube and like all these social medias, they keep blocking it because of like your recent copyrights.
Yeah.
You know? In 2018, I was taking like all these crazy videos when I was doing my DJ practicals at Pioneer.
Yeah.
Till this, they've never seen anyone do those things. Like just the technical part, the thinking, the timing. Ah man, the things I do when I have proper equipment.
Bro, where have you been?
I've been in Pretoria, bro, messing things up.
Yeah.
2015, the social market, the biggest market in the country. I was the biggest DJ there.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I mean? Market at the Shed, the biggest market in Pretoria. I was killing it for like 2-3 years before COVID, bro.
Yeah.
The Godfathers of
I'm
Deep
gonna
House.
give it a horn.
Yeah.
The Godfathers of Deep House, bro. House Hits RSA. It was crazy, man. House Hits RSA is the only show that I know whereby it's a varsity show, and I got somebody to fly in from overseas just for an interview. Bodhisattva, you know. And that show just got me so much closer to like a lot of people in the game.
Yeah.
A lot of them. When they see me now, it's like we're friends type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always create the network where
Yeah, definitely. You have to, bro. Because you never know who David knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
true.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
This guy keeps on blowing
Hey,
on
bruh.
Yeah.
It's bad, you. Today I'm gonna sleep with.
Yeah.
It's a motivational interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. It is. Okay, so I think I've come to the end
Yeah.
of my questions. So you're just gonna play Chillz With Treazy games,
Okay.
and then try to be honest as possible. Yeah? Okay, so it's you keep or you lose. So first of all, are you keeping Monatu drops or losing it? Okay, between shoe mechanic and Monatu drops, are you keeping or are you losing? You have to choose one of it.
Okay. But this is the game, right?
Yeah. The thing is that I get it. They are both people that you know behind.
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
are you losing the people behind them as well?
Yeah.
Because it goes that deep.
Yeah.
Just
I'd say I'm losing the shoe mechanic because he's already up there. He doesn't necessarily need me as much as Monatu Drops does for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay? You keep or you lose? Papa's Opa or Dada?
I'd lose 13 anytime. Dada. That's the whole thing. That's a roll. That's a roll is my G, man. I love 13. But that's a roll is my G, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a roll. The thing is with us now. I think it's what's gonna happen with 13 as well. Like
Yeah.
we end up becoming family. You know what I mean? Bro, there's a roll. The last gig that he booked me at.
Yeah.
I had a booking on Friday in Pretoria.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to his gig on Saturday, and on Sunday I had another gig in Pretoria.
Yeah.
He made me cancel the Friday gig and the Sunday gig. I went there. I was supposed to. I was performing on the Saturday. I went there the Friday. I was there Friday. I was there Saturday. I was there Sunday. I was there Monday. I left the Tuesday. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Just us chilling, vibing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. 13 is just I recently met him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's going to that as well. But Dada. That's a rally. That's my G, boy.
Okay. The last part of the game, smash or pass. Okay, smash or pass.
That is
we
so
have-
hectic. You're gonna ask me people I know.
Okay, you smash or pass Uncle Waffles or Mkamumbela.
I smash Kamompela any day.
But do you see her now? Well, let
See
me
her now.
No,
Who?
like it's no. It's,
Yeah, now I like her now. She's thick now. Yeah.
She's thick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like any type, but I like her.
Yeah.
I've been. I remember it was when was it? The lockdown started 2019, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2019. Was it 2019 or 2020? I think it was last year. Last year December was closed. The last of last year, rather. It was closed as well, ne?
yeah.
Yeah, on the 31st, 2020 of December, 31st of December, I was at home in Bethlehem, chilling with my dad and the family. And Kamompela was performing on SABC One, and I went wild, bro. My dad was like, "Who's this kid? Come on!" Like, come on!
Pela must watch this, bro.
Hey, come on, too much, dog.
I will write.
Khale ke mo fila.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on.
And imagine the with Kamumpela and Chievosky, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
It'll be dope.
it will be fire.
Bra, 'cause man, energy wa bohle.
Yeah.
Anga Waffles can go.
Ne?
Yeah. Nah, she can go.
Okay. Last part. Smash or pass. Nadia Nagai or Devin Gogo.
Ariana guy. Devin Gogo. Yo. It's not that it's hectic to answer. The thing is, people take offenses to these type of questions. Yeah. I think I'd say smash Devin Gogo because she's my friend.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think we're still friends. Yeah, we're still friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't you have an event, bro? Like, I think you have an event to go to today. So
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
No, but I'm not playing now. I mean, we can still do another 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay, we've come to the end of our podcast, people with Chievosky. Okay, there's people out there who wanna get hold of you, who wanna see you, who wanna there's people like they want you to come to their events.
Yeah.
Like, how do they get hold of you?
It's simple, man. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Google. It's Chievosky the 13th. Chievosky the 13th. Stomane. Last
Yeah.
number. Mfanaga Cheko. The best DJ in the country. No cap. The most energetic DJ in the world. No cap. Whoever has a problem can book me and see it for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys for having me
Chillz
here.
With Treazy today. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much for coming.
Yo,
Bless.
I'm so sorry I was late.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at pictunariesstudios.com.
And we love our subscribers, man.
Yes.
Like, keep on subscribing
Peace out.
to our 123, ne?
Yeah.
Subscribers, shout out. And every viewer must subscribe.
Yeah. Thank you.
Subscribe.